corn in the UK. You want to dictate for Ghana? You people are crazy, eh? Huh? Mo teteno na double doors che nipa o UK ho. You say and the Ghana Education Service almost be application. You be a promotion.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Time. We will deal with that matter. So,
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else.
Torkonoo's movie will end this week. This woman is becoming a disease. This woman at this point feels too entitled. Now, the NPP, this woman has no respect for our constitution, our president, and the laws that govern this nation. She has no respect. Right now, no, she thinks to say she can domestically, internationally, embarrass this nation. This woman needs to fucking leave. And the resource we are wasting on this committee to look into this woman's matter, we are wasting too much money on a single person. This thing must end this week. This Torkonoo hearing, it must end this week. The nonsense is too much. Cut it short. Because without Torkonoo, our judicial system can still run. Torkonoo is not the only judge in Ghana who is supposed to be the Chief Justice. No. Into this drama and this foolishness, this nonsense of this woman dilly-dallying and acting as if say we have never seen her type of judge in Ghana before, that nonsense should end. This week, it must end. This week, the Torkonoo nonsense must end. The committee needs to close its books. We have better things to do with our money. We cannot be spending time on a woman who feels too entitled, who wants to disgrace this nation, who does not respect the constitution. Opportunity kakra. This nonsense of Torkonoo movie must fucking end now. We are tired. We can't spend all our money on one woman who is petty, disrespectful. Think say she can use some fool somewhere in some other island to come and disrespect our constitution. The UK is a fucking island. It cannot dictate for Ghana. And I'm going to say this again. The United Kingdom is a fucking island. And they cannot decide for Ghana as a nation. They can't. So, near to Kromha. And yet say, UK Bar Council. What the fuck is UK Bar Council? Who are they? They have written to our president that Omo instructed a president to say, a disease of a judge like Torkonoo, we should reinstate her. Now that UK no motisono. Sa e hono mo from say UK. Omo ye lawyers okuru no. Sa e kuru no, sa island no motisono. And the papa ben wo UK e chen Ghana. E dia pan wo UK e chen Ghana. Dia no was island no so. At the Papa Ben Pan was an island, and so UK is a fucking island. A dear pan UK wa Ghana nibi. Bet ma kanyoma be America wa Ghana nibi. But a dear pan as an island in a war. They can sit there and write such a despicable, stupid, irrelevant letter to our president that this disease of a judge who has gone against the constitution and against the code of conduct of a Juma Edemano, and we are making sure the constitution does its job. No, some group of fools say, we are lawyers with UK. Until they are instructing our president, the cheek of it, the foolishness attached to this kind of letters they write to us, that we should listen to them. And I'm asking, who the fuck are those people? Those slaves in the UK. Those slaves who have been to UK and think they are lawyers, those slaves. And they want it to look like we in Ghana, we have to lick their stinking asses in the UK. What do they have in the UK that we don't have in Ghana? A damn partner what UK. Yenibi or Ghana. Some selfish, milky ass idiot be what UK say. He or she is instructing a group of lawyers. Now you bet me Ghana, my Ghana Bar Association. Actual letter come at the Queen and now the Prime Minister. Say, on taking decision, we are instructing them. Are you people foolish? Do you respect our constitution and our president? Do you people respect the constitution of Ghana and the president? And I don't blame you people. I blame the foolish slaves that you have amongst you, calling themselves Ghanaians who have their law certification in the UK. Those slaves, those stupid slaves you have amongst you, who don't even know where they are from. They don't want to be associated with what they are from. And they wouldn't even support that letter you wrote to their president in Ghana. I don't blame you, those white guys in the UK, writing this despicable letter. I blame the slaves you have given some white-collar job to. The slaves like Gabi Ochedako, Sheloyoko Botre, and the foolish MPP group, no. I blame the slaves. Because those slaves now, if those slaves are intelligent, and come back say, that thing they were behind, it is basically to respect the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. As we speak today, who is sacking Torkonoo? Torkonoo is facing the Constitution. Torkonoo is not facing the president. Ghana is a sovereign state. Torkonoo is not facing any judge. Torkonoo is not facing Torkonoo is facing the Constitution. What the Constitution says is what Torkonoo is facing. The President of the Republic of Ghana. Mutina UK, you people sat in UK to draft that stupid letter. You were not able, as lawyers as you people claim you are, you people were not able to point to one infraction or one thing the president or Ghana as a nation, our constitution has done that goes against Torkonoo. This petty, ridiculous disease of a judge. Any say you could not state one, and you want us to listen to your broke asses. A country where you drink only tea and your teeth are yellow like popcorns. You want Ghana to get up and say, we hear, sir. That nonsense that we used to hear, we can't hear that thing again. Oh. That foolish thing in your head in the UK. You have gotten some slaves to help you people to be writing that stupid letter. We are not going to bow to your foolish UK statement. Oh. Bar Association in the UK. Bar Association, my foot. What do you people represent in the UK? A country where nothing is interesting. It's always gloomy. A wet, slimy country. It's always like dog. It smells like dog, wet dog. A country where there's no life. You sit there and you write a despicable letter to a country where we have different seasons. You can put corn anywhere on that land for it to grow. You live in a freezer. You have gotten some slaves to foolishly tell you to write a letter to my president, our president, to come and intimidate Ghana. More bottom. You people are stupid, eh? You people are crazy. You people are stupid. Do you respect the people of Ghana? Do you people respect the people of Ghana? We were expecting people to quote the infractions. We were expecting people to quote something to prove that the president and the Republic of Ghana, we have gone against the Constitution. You write some stupid grammar. You people drink some dirty tea with your yellow teeth. Sitting there in that cold cold, freezy, wet dog kind of climate. You want to dictate for Ghana. Despicable people. Dictate for your country. Your country sitting there, you don't have a president. The prime minister is a duck, a lame duck. You have a queen or a king. That is what you have to think about. We have a president who can take decisions, who is the commander-in-chief. You have a prime minister who cannot do anything. He cannot even lead chicken to war. You want to write letters to Ghana. Our president can lead us to war. He can make a decision. We will all sleep. The prime minister cannot do that in the UK. He cannot even lead ducks to a war in Ireland. Lame people. You sit there and you write the UK bar. Who cares about the UK bar? Huh? We don't want to hear this nonsense again. This disrespect must end. This foolishness must end. This woman, she does not own Ghana. She came to work. She's a civil servant. She's going through the process. Torkonoo is a civil servant. She is nobody. She is a civil servant. She's a normal Ghanaian who was given a job by the constitution. Today, she's going through a process. If you people don't care, or if you people, Basa, the nonsense you people are doing and writing this nonsense to Ghana, stop that nonsense and let's move on. Because you na mobile na munya ebu omo Ghana o. Amanfo bi no mani brade. Ana mtentantentan mo gudie ma mo. Ye ne ni atio, ye ne aba foforo ne ni atio. Ye nya nkwasiafo sa awo. Ye ne aka ne ya adwene mu da ho. Ye ne aka ne ya adwene mu da ho. Omo betumi sa agimi na ye mo fa nya omo. Na ye ne aka ne ya adwene mu da ho. Enti munya that idea. We the rest, we are not foolish. Those who were able to manipulate, take their gold and all that, you can manipulate. But we the rest, the nation, we are not stupid. So if you people think you still have control over Ghana, then shit in your asses. You don't have any control. This woman needs to go through the process. This week, this nonsense will end. It must end. This week, this nonsense must end. We need to move forward as a nation. It's 6:46 p.m. It's exactly 10:46 in Ghana. Story where very important. I also may share with Ghanaians. Go about 15 minutes to end. More bother more UK own. Gabi then and Kwasi Afonam Google UK or say lawyers, slave lawyers in the UK. You this slave, you shall you did not have any degree. Last hour, and I executive masters be and so compare Commonwealth nonsense. You shall oyokoboche. You don't you only say a name senia unya certification. Kwasi asem na modete Ghana ho. Amudim kwasi asem. Gabi we konfo we makwa yisho akọ church letter. Intinanka ye hu ya na nyina ho afọ. You say hey UK for say ye say. Na mwanga sa mo ekrona mutim no mutumi dua body akradi. Such a despicable nation. Bibia nim. Mo bodam. Now, Modiabo Pamontumra. Ghana Education Service opens applications for teacher promotions to senior ranks. More teacher for more senior rank. You say, and the Ghana Education Service almost be application. Be promotions. Now, we read a year publication na the buyer na any my making kind of jum send a bear obi me twa watro say Vincent Ekwasifo Akwasi Ampanyino on Ghana on kind of cre or can say bia or so sabu so mubium. Team, you have something for me? Kwasi asana mo ti UK o yati krom ha na mo ekufuado mo san kwasi afo ya na etia. We were here the same way you are making UK Bar Association or nonsense write letters to Ghana. We were here when Ekufuado told some people to go to UK and use the black book in the UK to come and judge a presidential election case in the Supreme Court. Black book dictionary. How can we as a nation? It is only under Ekufuado and Kwasi Afo. And I'm just here review near to Ghana. You these slaves who think you can go and lick the butt of these British. We were in Ghana. You went all the way to the UK and picked a dictionary, a black book dictionary. You based your judgment on a black book from the UK. They are the same people, and the more to UK choleta bre, more bottom. But you can't even plant yam, cocoa yam. You can't plant cocoa yam on your land. You can't even grow corn in the UK. You want to dictate for Ghana? You people are crazy, eh? Huh? Mo tete no na double doors che nipa o UK ho. E buro kura mo to forma enyini. Wo be so decide ma Ghana, o bodam. Are you people crazy? Masa. Now let's read the Ghana Education Service for Omeleta no. And this is what they are saying. Mami jujum. Oya letter na etri say promotion of the teaching staff of the rank of deputy director, assistant director 2, and principal superintendent. Now, applications are invited from suitable qualified 7 teachers or officers for consideration for promotion to the rank of deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2, and principal superintendent. Ghana Education Service or be application. Wow, you say qualify to be a deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2, and a principal superintendent. And the Ghana Education Service or the Akunya Abeto say, wow, we a teacher. We say where a human watch rank no was over to me. I contest it and I say I apply for these kind of positions, and the omo be a kwemu. Emma, wow, person apply biano for application too, because almost started some person promote to teacher for in Penifua, almost some be directors, assistant director 2, and the principal a year superintendent, and the Ghana Education Service say, Akunya na bedaho into who say qualifier. This is the time for you to do what? To put in your application. Now, qualification is simple. Deputy director, an applicant should have been promoted to the rank of assistant director 1 in or before 2020 and should have been continuously at post since date. Into almost say mo say mo deputy directors or say make sure say promotion or say promote 2 before 2020 and sana wait to me apply for deputy director into de obia ne position open qualification odi betum ani nyina de aba assistant director 1 so an applicant should have been promoted to the rank of assistant director 2 in order before 2020 and should have been continuously at post have been continuously at post since date, except the period of approved leave of absence. Inti Osha ni nyina ho, but the baseline ni nyina say Ghana Education Services say when it comes to deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2, any a principal superintendent omo bie akwenya inti we teacher ni penyini na say ope say who apply for these positions senior rank positions na and the omo de afame so say minchirem enchiramo na mu nyina mo apply na wa o say o qualify na yede sa adwumadie ni ma no yede sa adwumadie no ama we every Ghana Education Service into eno na me pese Ghana for eye achechirefo a mo pese sebio bukomonim e wo dwumadie mu no mo so mo hye ne nso dwumadie no ende yedwudwom ama Ghana for ehu no kure no ochina me ginam eye na watchi de yegyinem ye be cheche nsemu de ekode de eba the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama wutu kwan de be koso abrochire bia nkuntade obedi nkitanwo obedi ene se ne dwumade ni konyina ye de update ni nyina bebremo de ekoso Ghana so asebio wonte asebio akromfo ene atrofo di nkwase asemo social media sebio omodada mo no maba me be cheche nyina mu adwudwom ama Ghana fo ehu no kure no aha ene e ka no kure e kire Ghana yaba no yaba se ye betenetene nyoma yebema Ghana no ejina ne naso yede no kure trodo ena yebe ka kireo yebetena ha ne ekasa de bia ka kireo ye kan wi a sa kwa ekire ne kohwehwem ne hu se de aka kireo no no kure anando kure krogen enti e wo se obia eti ase se Ghana na ye kikire no no kure nkwa de betuna akikire MPP as a political party na mwa na dose che nipa no omo ina monki no e ya tro ade de wo mo no omo su anase eye de omo emwa ho a ewo omumu no omo ina monkey no sebio de atro omo di atro e matro ye de mentie MPP the next 42 years no senior oman we ko no se ye nyina ma enida ho na se ye di no kure na ye boa NDC aban na sebio ye de yakoma pa e boa de ekoso na Ghana be ye oman a ye nyina ye pese yetinim MPP nim nyansa omo nim nyansa ni bia obetumi di omonim party na wo ho no mpanifo nim partner wo no enkora na gimi champion fo no partner wo no eye ekuo ana ebusua bi dia the MPP wasn't formed because of Ghana. It wasn't formed because of all of us. It was formed because of a tribe. And that tribe is the Ashanti tribe. NPP yet no mensia. Bafo akoto na titi ni more room £700. And on the tea, a yebusu bi ajapade. Sa no kure we enyo bia de tumi ka kire mo. Enti me kan na me hwa yehi. MPP no eye asantefo dia. Bafo akoto na titi ni more room. Ena odete party no eye busuan bi ajapade enye Ghana fo nyina dia eni ntina MPP no de bia no omo ba ban mu a na omunya tumi a omo si oh yenya tumi de ye de kochia menhia omo fa nkochia bono hene omo fa nkochia awona hene omo fa nko eye de enzima hene ho omo fa nko gamanche ho omo de ko menhia efise eho de te party no efise eye kuo bi ebusuan bi dia enti eni se wa adwene ya wo se party no eye Ghana for party eye ebusuan kuo bi party eye japade moma ye nyina nka ehumbom ne yamwa party a edwene ye ho party a eyewo ene minti ne eteye Social Democratic Party a JJ Rollins gina nipa de Ghana fo a ahoyehia beda omo so ahokyere da omo so omo pe sebio se oman ebetumi abo omo enso omo di yie tailor fo mason fo hairdressers Ghana fo a sebio yetwa omo gya no eno na JJ Rollins gina so to ete party ni se yenso yebenya ho fa hodie se na be ya eye ohia buburo no ye nipa dodo omo Ghana no omo firi ohia buburo no eni se JJ Rollins e de electrification program ba ya ye de nkane ko Ghana bibia eni tina NDC e de FQ ba ya ye de schools every kg e de ba soro e make sure say Ghana fo nkwara bebre enya school ko eni tina eye NDC aban e ba ye e make sure say eye Ghana schools pon eye universities no omo see dodo eni tina NDC e ba ye omo see free senior high school e-blocks no dodo because no mo person mo bie manum eni tina NDC e ba ye nyinam nkane akwa menkroma eye akofo beto ya osebio obaye yi a wantumi anya bia nka ho a John Mahama ne NDC ba ye omo de car power ebe bie eye de ye nyinam nkane mu a omo ma kane asem egina ne naso eni tina NDC ba ye omo be bie enwuma nti ende uhwa se ototo MPP ni NDC a ubusa se party mienu wei ho am na create employment ye ka se obi create employment a de wa ye ama nipa anya adwuma ye se ubie eye hospital a we bie adwuma we create employment se sebio ubie eye factory a we bie adwuma we create employment nti there are so many ways of creating employment ubusa MPP wo se adwuma ben na mo create a omso ye na ye hene ubusam se adwuma ben na mo ya omso onkai dankwa buzia dombo ubusam se dey school na mo siama Ghana mo so ye de se e ba ye no ye na ye akrachefo ubusam se a dey company na mo sia Ghana for etumi kom on se ye de e ba ye no a property owning company na ye nya kede Japan ye sika yesu benye sika ba omia na yiri wie sika yesu benye bi omuntumi nka ade a omaye e de ama Ghana NDC akire mo over the years no so the MPP ni NDC etun sini ni a utum se NDC for no aye bia ma Ghana omo da ho ya ma Ghana and omo be yeso ama Ghana and Ghana na yete no about 70% of the project our Ghana ekoso no NDC and ejina mu nem aye moma yama NDC ntoaso yambo omo chidom omo mistakes omo political party nipa wom ebia so edin but eno nkire se e wo se yekofa akromfo ewifo atranchie ene sei adadafo sebio ina monkeys for my bedi so now afi 8 years atwami ye de tumi e ma sankofo we ye hu jimi a omujimi ye ye tam tumi ma MPP for 8 years ye hu jimi a omujimi ye emu nkwara jimi na emu mpenifo jimi emu mbrewa paivela na emu nkokora ejimi ye nim de omode tumi ye we should not give power back to these people ye ma omutumi no omuboni pan wotwetro election keke ye ma omutumi no pensioner fo wuye DDEP yema omutumi no inflation ekodu 57 yema omutumi no omubo kabubro over 1 trillion yema omutumi no omutumi si one university omutumi si one hospital regional hospital omutumi anya ekwan Kumasi Accra omutumi anya yema omutumi no omutumi anso dumso ano we mu omagimi MPP ni munyansa eye kasa atro ene intitimu ene omope moma yamfa oman no enhye NDC nsa de omu ye ende wura fidum so if say John Mahama ne NDC etoto nyoma and the nurse for any age and the school for any age and the sebio omo ho aka krampoko school a university a omo ntua fees we any aban papa we ni aban a ebeji Ghana no we ni aban a aye na adwene se ebebo adwuma ede Ghana gira na so John Dramani Mahama ne NDC agiatum ena wo so agiatum yebebo omo dom yebetia omo yebetenetene omo ama Ghana no 42 years no yede hye NDC nsa midin ede camera call be Taylor. It's been a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow to kill Jandam. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Abwache. Gi. We come say Africa 360 Hub. And sorry, as listen, the trending issues na
highway ne so nyede emro ye ka Africa 360 aba ejuma ko bi a omo etu omo ho si wo say anything digital marketing, anything digital branding, advertising, ni be bia de ni na Africa 360 hub. We ejuma ko na san kran na pese ubo ujuma ku ho dahuru and I say we build a brand in a digital world. And now I keep saying say this digital world, you know, is in to stay. And kase bad trend, man, I say it's just a trend. It's in to stay. Without digital, no, ejuma bi a we bi an say bi o make actually. Open the right people to help you build your brand. Open the right agency to help you build a solid brand on any of the digital platforms. And I say in the digital world, they are the best place. I would personally say hey, Africa 360 Hub. Without them, because maybe they learn from Africa 360 Hub. So the best place for you to go is Africa 360 Hub. Yeah. So you're watching one news. YouTube you're watching one team. Make sure to subscribe. Me power tell subscribe in my head. Now every BM to get more exclusive trending issues. Yeah, interviews ni BBR. Yes. Abane we. Peace. I'm out. My crowd.